So yes, they listen more than Genshin. They listen more than Honkai. Sure, fine. Okay. Whippy fucking where's the content? Is it going to be any different than 1.1, which most of the content creators only played for like a day and then dropped the game? That's right. That's what happened. You forget. I don't. Hello YouTube. My name is Plazukas and this is my first Wuthering Waves video in a very long time. But I'm not going to do it exclusively. I'm not just going to be like, I'm going to talk about the dev live stream update for 1.2. No, 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 no. I'm not coming back to this game. But what I will say is Mr. Pokey, who really does love Wuthering Waves, apparently, you know, as much as Tectone loves Gotcha Wuthering Waves, reacted to this. And basically, everybody's going crazy about this free 5-star. And let me just let you know something. Astro Knights of Veta came out, about a month before Wuthering Waves, and they gave away a free 5-star. They're making $800,000 a month. They're basically a company that needs to just, grasp on any, player base. Okay? Wuthering Waves is doing fine, or so the community says. And yet they're giving away more units, more 5-stars. That's not how you build a profitable company. That's not how you combat Hoyoverse games. I'm sorry, it isn't. Yes, are Hoyoverse too stingy? Yes, they are. Period. But there's a balance here in gacha games and free-to-play games. You can't just give your community that's already this free-to-play, give me all the stuff community, and then give them more because they're going to expect more in the future as well. And you're not going to get the result that you want in the essence of making all the money like you want from, apparently you want all the money. You want all the money. Like I said before, and this is why people don't believe me. Yes, is Kuro Games going to be fine with the amount of money that Wuthering Waves is making? Technically, yes, they'll be able to survive. But they want all the money. They want the same amount of money that Hoyoverse is making. And they think this is a strategy. I mean, this is their only strategy, let's be very clear. But it's a very bad one at that. They should just let this ship die. Let it sink, essentially. But let's react to what Mr. Pokey, who I believe is still free to play in this game, I can't say he's a shill, but he might as well be. 11:11, by the way. 11:11 is the time. That's a perfect number for a YouTube video.
Free 5-star, free 5-star, devs.
Oh my God, they listened. No, they didn't. Okay? It is not a good thing that you're getting a free 5-star Wuthering Waves community. It's bad. It's a bad thing.
Devs and once again listen. Devs and once again listen to the Wuthering Waves community.
Giving a handout is not listening to anybody. That's just making the issue worse.
Bots eating good. Kuro bots are eating good ones. They're absolutely insane. Subscribe.
I do like this intro though. Always have.
Hey guys, Mr. Pokey here, back with another video, and today we're gonna have devs listen for Wuthering Waves patch 1.2. Instant, this changes everything. Alright, cool. Dear Rover, Wuthering Waves version 1.2 in the turquoise moonglow is on the horizon.
Ooh, I like the name.
And up.
I mean, that's a nice name. Turquoise moonglow. That's a nice name. Let me lower my bald head.
Coming improvements and a special note from the dev team. New custom lock-on feature. In version 1.1, we implemented several quality of life improvements to the auto lock-on system, including optimizations for resonators and some echo skills.
With
good. The release of version 1.2, you'll gain access to the new custom lock-on feature under settings control. This option allows you to set the auto lock-on priorities for enemies based on your combat preferences. Does this change everything? Because I have no fucking idea how this works. I have no idea how.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be an easy mode, which is actually a good thing. I think they need to be able to have it so that people can like go all in on these enemies. Now the problem is a lot of these enemies one-shot you, so you don't really want to have this camera lock you into that position and you not being able to evade. Now there might be some other things that this implements that saves you from that. We won't know until we test it. and I don't know if anybody that has access to this server, test server, is basically saying it or can say it.
How does this change everything? Yes, maybe, kinda, yes. All right, we'll see what's up when we fight the what thing name? The mosquito boss. Morning Ikes. Yeah, we'll see what's up when we find the Morning Ikes. New utility Hoverdroid shooter. We have heard your feedback regarding the need to frequently switch between teams where there are no pistol using resonators available challenges like the Proton Vault and similar puzzles. In version 1.2, you'll be able to use the new Hoverdroid shooter utility. Once the utilities feature is available, you can equip the Hoverdroid shooter in the utility wheel. To shoot with Hoverdroid, simply tap.
Oh yeah.
So basically, this allows melee units to shoot down this kind of like
Okay.
thingies.
I think that's a
Instead
nice
of
quality
always
of
swapping
life.
to range units.
That's a nice quality of life adjustment.
I think that's a pretty clean utility.
Yeah, I think that's good.
It's just less annoying to swap between range and
Get it
melee.
soon. We could get it
Because
right now.
imagine playing Genshin, you always have to swap to a bow user if you want to shoot out something, right? I think that is pretty good. It's pretty good. New feature to store. Ooh.
Oh right.
Oh, and there it is. You'll regenerate 1 Waveplate crystal every 12 minutes, up to 480.
This is what Honkai Star Rail has. Probably Genshin as well, but
what is this conversion rate? Yeah, it's basically the same as Honkai Star Rail. What is this conversion rate? What is the normal energy? 1 to 6, 6 minutes. 6 minutes for 1. Normal is one stamina per 6 minutes, right? Okay, so it's at half the rate. So it's even better than HSR. Because HSR is 1/3 the rate, I think.
yeah,
It's 1/3 the rate.
It's not very
But
much.
to be fair, this is 480 is a little bit low. Still better than nothing though. Still better. These are for the casuals, right? Who do not have access to executive account managers. And who are gonna be away, AFK for cons or whatever the fuck. Yeah, insane. This changes everything for 2 days.
So yeah, you know this thing about content creators having these people who play their games while they're playing other games, these gacha games, to keep them fresh, to keep them be able to be played free to play. Yeah, that's another aspect of this community. I have to make a video about this. I've just been waiting for people to reaffirm that this has been happening over and over again. And Mr. Pokey is probably, and I thought it was just a meme, you know, I thought it was some joking, but more and more I hear of it, the more I know it's actually a reality. What are they paying these people? Probably nothing. It's probably just another person that loves Mr. Pokey and wants to do it for him. Makes me vomit inside my mouth.
Please. Insane. If you guys play the game every single day, then this doesn't really matter that much, right? So that's gonna be that. New Resonator, okay. Display the convened scenes of unlocked resonators. Oh.
I mean,
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that is pretty fucking cool. Not gonna. Oh my god. Yo, that's actually pretty cool. So your character profile page can look something like this now. Damn. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, I can't believe they didn't use Chang-Li here. How can they not use Chang-Li as an example here? But it is what it is, right? Okay, huge option to play.
that's good. 120 frames per second is good.
Oh my god, and there it is.
Without the need of the
120 FPS will now be
additional
available
third-party
on
software.
select PC devices in version 1.2.
That's good.
Damn, listened. Oh, this is really good. This is really good actually. I am a little
And
bit
it
concerned
does-
on select PC though. So
Well, it's
who are
performance.
who are the chosen ones?
Yeah, it's
Hopefully it's
performance.
only for 40, 80 and above. The poor people can stay as. I'm just kidding. Neutrally. A new Depths of Elusive Realm story rewards. Thank you for your love and support for Depths of Elusive Realm. As we approach the final stages of version 1.1 Dreams Ablaze, the White Cat will have new exchange items. Okay, new exchange.
Yep.
Okay, new items. They didn't see what items. Okay, basically refreshing the SU shop.
Yeah, it's usually how it
elusive shop.
works. There's nothing actually new.
Ooh,
That's good.
Wait, it's actually a lot more. It's plus.
Yeah,
20.
I mean, I will admit these bullet points have been pretty effective. I think this is a decent update, and all the criticism aside, they are listening to community more so than Hoyoverse does.
And for my EAMs, right? For my EAMs, this is gonna be pretty good. All right. A special note from developers. Version 1.2 in Turquoise Moon Glow is coming soon. This update will introduce the Moon Chasing Festival event. Dedicate ourselves. Is this a dev live stream?
Okay, I wonder how this event's gonna go down. I wonder if it's gonna be an actually good event.
Is this a dev live stream? I have no idea. I have no
I
idea
will
what
not
this
be
is.
coming back
Well,
to this
well
game,
aware of the many
but
aspects of
I'm-
Wuthering Waves still have room for improvement.
I
We'll
would be
continue to listening to your
interested
feedback,
to
continually optimize and enhance the game. Together, we will create a better Solaris tree and offer you more. We're also excited to every.
Yep. This is it. Yep. And I don't think this is a good idea at all. I think it's a bad idea. This is how I opened this video, and this is how I will, you know, remain vigilant in my stance. You cannot give the gacha community free stuff and expect them to support your game. You may get people to like, you know, spend here and there, but you know, listen, it's not going to work. You're not going to get a revitalization in your game. Okay, they're going to farm it. These content creators are going to farm it for 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is. Maybe a week, if depending on if there's nothing else happening. Okay, and there's no loyal allegiance here like Hoyoverse is right now. There isn't. There isn't. You're giving these people free stuff. They don't have any. They don't care about these things. They're not paying for them. Okay, maybe they've grinded for something. Sure, they have connection there, but they're only there for the content creators that are hanging around for the most part. So I just think this is I think it's a bad idea. I really do. I just don't like it. And like I already said this, and I said this in the beginning about Astra. Like there's some companies that need to do it to get new people in to kind of like increase them, but Kuro didn't need to do this. They're making 20 million, which suggests they want to make 100 million, which is what I've said in the beginning. They want to make the same amount of Hoyoverse, and they're not doing it. This is why they're desperate.
Oh shit.
This is not a good thing. They love to say that this is great, the content creators that have been free to play, because this just feeds into their community.
Oh shit.
But I'll say it again. Okay? These games don't exist if you play them free to play. They go away. They EOS if nobody supports them.
Oh shit.
And
The
with your
Dr.
free
Ratio-
toy. Here's your trophy. Here's your
Oh my
trophy.
god, you're actually going for the Dr. Ratio route.
All right. Honkai
Zhang
Star
Li
Rail
Yao.
did give away Dr. Ratio. Huh. I wasn't there when they did it. I got it after the fact. I did get it in my account. I mean, I don't know why they did that, per se. Honkai was not hurting. Kuro is, in my opinion. And Honkai has already proven that they have a large amount of supporters. Kuro has not proven that yet. So it's a bit oxymoronic to say this because now I don't think it was the right idea for Honkai Star Rail to do it either, but I think it was for a different reason for Dr. Ratio.
Free Zhang Li Yao.
Oh, for free? You did? On Genshin? I didn't realize that.
For everybody. Oh,
A male character.
oh shit.
They're just giving away male characters because they know how bad it is. That's silly.
I don't even know what's this for, by the way. They just said, fuck it, I just give it for free. I have no idea why, but oh my god. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. We need to see how good this guy is, because hopefully
His character model's cool. I mean, I've never knocked the game for its, artistic direction. I think it's very well done.
hopefully it's not like a Deya or like a Yanqing, right? So we're to see how good he is. Because Dr. Rachel, honestly, even in Prime right now, he's like tier 0.5. So we need to see how good he is, right? Let's see. We see absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely insane.
Yep.
I think this is pretty much the thumbnail. Editors, we can run this as an intro. Oh my god, free 5-star, free.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Pokey. It's not complicated per se. Many gacha fans have very weird views on male characters. Almost feels... Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I've never felt that way. I've actually been deterred by Epic 7's, art direction as far as, boobage and like just exposing too much. Like, I just think it is not necessary. And yet, all the stats and all the data proves me wrong. People poll on these characters. People polled on Luna in Epic 7. Epic 7 made a lot of money last month because of that. It speaks for itself, you know.
5-star devs have once again listened. Devs has once again listened.
Right, and this is going to be this whole narrative. Devs listen, Kuro Games listens, and Honkai or Hoyoverse does not.
To the
Which, I'll be honest, is true. But it doesn't take away the fact that they're doing it. They're giving away this free unit earlier than Hoyoverse ever did. They're giving it away at their lowest point, and that's not to say that's not the same with Honkai or with Genshin. Both were at, I wouldn't say their highest, but at a very nice pace. So they're doing it for all the wrong reasons. But the quality of life stuff, the additional stuff, which should already been in the game in the first place, in my opinion, yeah, that's good. I'm glad they are listening.
Wuthering Waves company, Guru Boys.
But I don't see much else besides the 5-star. That's what they're trying to incentivize, and it's gonna work for some.
You miss Kuming? What Kuming?
Okay, go ahead.
What's Kuming? Oh,
Kumin. Oh, misspelling. Yeah. And they're trying to rush it out. Oh, see?
that's crazy.
You know,
Okay, so here are
no
my thoughts
comment.
about Wuthering Waves. Very, very good. Very, very receptive.
Yep.
Very, very listening.
Yep.
1.2
Yep.
dev notes. I believe that this is a step towards the right direction, the excellent direction, where it shows that the Kuro devs, they truly are listening to the community, right? They have provided us with a brand new 5-star. Looking forward to see what is his performance going to be, how is he going to be like, his team comps, his light codes, I mean his signature weapons.
Right, you can farm it, and it'll be good for views and stuff. It'll be good for the community, but at the same time, it's just not creating the environment that you need for this kind of game to be successful. And if you continue to double down on this free-to-play mantra, this free-to-play ecosystem, it's not going to be good for the game long term.
And how is
And they're barely pushing out these updates, by the way. They are so far behind. It's probably insurmountable, and it's going to catch up with them.
he going to be performing?
And you're going to find out they're going to be like, we'll slow down on this content now, and we'll start developing our other game. That's what these companies do. Capitalism, baby.
You know, ending
Even if they made all the money, they'd eventually do that too with this game. But it would happen, you know, a little bit slower, and the game would be getting more updates. And but I don't even think this game was able to do that to begin with.
then like Tower of Adversity as well as the Elusive Realm when it comes out. So looking forward. And I also do really like the fact that we have a lot of multiple sources of improvements in quality of life.
Yeah, the quality of life. But I don't think that if you strip all like the nice varnish away, it's not very pretty. A lot of it is just redundancies, you know, things that need to be fixed to begin with. And that's not to say that Genshin doesn't need to do the same thing. Obviously, it does.
Namely, the goddamn camera lock-on function is finally going to be fixed. But like I mentioned just now, we do need to see how good this camera lock-on function is going to be when we want to compare with the other sort of content, right? The Morning Eggs, the Mosquito. How is it going to be flying enemies, crownless? Is this camera lock-on going to change everything, or does this not change anything? Only going to be stay tuned to find out, right? And then for the part 2 is going to be the shooter. I honestly think that this is going to be an excellent addition, especially for players who are not going to be.
I think not having to switch and stuff is actually a good thing. It was one of the things that I didn't like, that I had to switch to a range in order to do some of these mini games, and that they fixed that. It's a nice quality of life change.
Very used to using ranged units, so we are going to be using melee units. This is going to provide an excellent quality of life and saving us the time and hassle from changing our units here and there
100%.
in order to get rid of the treasure as well as getting rid of the puzzles. Right? So very, very good quality of life feature. And then one more last thing, and this is going to be the access Waveplate. I think this thing is going to be very, very good, very positive, very listening for the player base that simply do not have enough time to play Wuthering Waves. I think one of the main concerns was that Wuthering Waves daily take too long, or like whatever the fuck, right? Now we do have 480 reserve stamina at only half the inefficiency compared to the normal rate, by the way, because
Right.
in normal, they can compare. if you want to take it into comparison with Honky Starbucks is going to be 1 stamina per 18 minutes for the reserved trail-based power, whereas for in Wuthering Waves, it's going to...
Yeah, and they've continued to do this even on release, where their Waves is giving you a little bit more on the front end, but at the end of the day, it's still a bottleneck regardless. It's not as much as you can save in other games, so it's still a bottleneck. It's a better bottleneck. It's more stuff that you can get for being idle and not having to log in every, three times a day. But
to be in 1:12, which is going to be very, very good, right? So
Yeah.
obviously a very good improvement. I do wish that this was a little bit more, because if they're going to be casuals, maybe they want to spend a little bit more stamina, right? So that's going to be excellent. And then, yep, absolutely, this is going to be done. And one last thing, 120 FPS.
yeah, it's decent. I think on like GeForce Now, it's going to be 120. You can have that option on the highest version of that software with the best, if you have the highest internet connection, stuff like that. And then your highest GPUs will be able to max that out as well. And then there's already people doing it with the third-party software, so this is just a welcome addition.
Always going to agree.
And to make it actually standardized for the client itself, which is good.
Looking forward to play this game at a beautiful...
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Into the beautiful landscape
Yeah, that
of
should help.
Solaris Tree. I want to look at Changli.
Doesn't help the phone, doesn't help the mobile version, but okay. Let's go, Pokey.
Giant Bobas in absolute 120 FPS as she absolutely destroyed the enemies as we incorporate her with Kara cancelling,
Oh my gosh, that scared the shit out of me.
negative edging, quick swapping, all the kind of stuff. It's going to be absolutely insane. And at the end of the day, 120 FPS is definitely going to change everything. We're going to have a much more pleasant viewing and playing experience for the player base as well as the streamers combined. So this is an overall very, very positive change. And one last thing is going to be elusive rounds. That's going to be up there. I'm not really too concerned about that. The more guidebook activity is definitely going to be very, very good, because now our dailies are going to be, going to be done a lot faster. So now players don't really have to spend that much time in dailies anymore. All the more another reason to keep playing Wuthering Waves, right? So now that your dailies is a lot quicker, we are now moving away from spending 5, 10, 7 hours to get a thing. So that is going to be an overall positive impact to the casual community in Wuthering Waves. So that is going to be that.
Oh, all the propaganda. Listening. Aw. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Special thanks. All right, that's the end of the video. I guess we got a lot of filler here. I haven't watched one of Mr. Pokey's videos in a long time to know what this is all about. But that's the extent of the 1.2 update for Wuthering Waves, and that's Mr. Pokey's take on it. Obviously, I knew it was going to be like, amazing, they listen, quality of life, everybody gets a free 5 stars for casuals. It's the greatest game ever, it's the greatest developers ever. Wrong. Okay? From my perspective, it isn't. Okay? Gacha games are meant to be supported. They're not free. They say they're free, but they're not free. You have to pay to play. One way or another. Hoyoverse has a loyal support audience. Kuro does not. They think this is the way to do it with giving away free 5 stars. And, okay, and I was wrong. Honkai Star Rail did it too, and I need a reminder of that. Apparently, Genshin has done it too. They did it longer in their actual development cycle, and they did it while they were at a high. Kuro Games is at a low based on July's revenue. So I think this is done out of desperation instead of done for different reasons that Genshin and Honkai did it. And I don't think this is going to help them at all. This may even hurt them even more. It may solidify this free-to-play casual ecosystem, and they may make less money. But that's my opinion. You're welcome to yours. My name is Pazuki. If you like this video, thanks for watching. All right, something like that. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.